Good day, sir. We are the Group 5 and we're presenting our proposed quality improvement plan for UTM Annex Library.
In March 2022, the Universidad de Manila NUC Senior Campus expanded with the Annex building to support the growing student population and academic programs, particularly for the College of Business Administration. The new facilities include classrooms, laboratories, administrative offices, and a library. However, the Annex building faces operational challenges such as structural issues, maintenance concerns, and accessibility problems. In this, the library, vital for the business students, has struggled to keep up with the community's academic demands. These quality improvement plans seeks to address these issues and enhance the library's contribution to the UTM's educational goals and learning environment. To effectively tackle these underlying issues, we develop a strategic plan with a clear objectives. The objectives are to ensure that the key issues were appropriately identified, leading to a development of practical and visible solutions, design and implement a comprehensive improvement plan for enhancing library services and operations, to evaluate the effectiveness of the proposed improvements through a detailed cost-benefit analysis, to assess the benefits of the proposed library development strategy in achieving long-term goals, to gather and document relevant data to interviews and observations for informed decision-making, to enhance the personnel and library system, to implement proposal to improve the service delivery and operational efficiency, to optimize the library space layout and resource utilization for better functionality and user's experience. And the last one is to update and expand the library resources, including the physical and digital materials, to meet the users' evolving academic needs.
Good morning, I'm Maria Junalitas, and I will be discussing statement of the problem. Statement of the problem includes the issues that mainly impacts the library's operational function. So first problem is the library's poor layout and space utilization. Despite being essential for studying, the library's poor layout and space use limit its capacity to accommodate students effectively. The 97.44 square meter Annex library has a poorly positioned furniture, leading to overcrowding, benefit materials such as yearbooks, data stored in the corners of the library. Aside from that, the oversized tables that are mostly occupying spaces in the library, and it causes discomfort and reduces efficiency based on some of the students. It is also being occupied by 7 to 10 students, impacting overall satisfaction in using the library. Second is the lack of expertise of library personnel. Staff managing the Annex library have a insufficient training, limiting their efficiency and assisting the students. Interview revealed that the administration prioritizes assigning experienced librarians to the main library, leaving less experienced staff oversee the Annex library. This imbalance further reduces the quality of service and support provided to students. Third is the limited library resources. The limited library resources hinder its ability to meet the needs of the students and faculty, and lacks adequate books, updated materials with available space on the roof lines. According to library staff, the books and materials updates rely primarily on donations or surplus from the main library, which are often outdated and fail to meet the academic needs of business administration students. Additionally, the absence of technological resources to access the university's e-library service restricts students' access to current academic content and limit their research opportunities. The fourth problem is the disruptive library environment. As based on observation, when the library is full of students and the lack of physical separation causes noisy environment that disrupts students' concentration and hinder effective study. Additionally, the noise from the open door of the library further adds to the distraction, making the atmosphere less conducive to learning. The fifth is the underdeveloped library system. As per observation, the slow logging process with only one computer used for logging in causes delays and discourage use, especially among group of students. Besides, the requirements of library card in viewing the materials that was imposed by the librarians in the main library prevents some students from freely browsing or searching of resources. Lastly is the lack of proper maintenance. The library suffers from poor maintenance with issues like ineffective air conditioning. During the interview with the library staff, the issues in air conditioning was reported but remained unaddressed despite being reported to the administration. And no required timeline has been provided.
To truly resolve these issues, we look beyond the surface level symptoms and uncover the underlying factors. Under the manpower, the library staff is lack of adequate training for procedures, technology, and assisting students, while the absence of a professional librarian and insufficient fund for the development training hindering the library staff development. The next one is the methods. Library layout is poorly designed, leading to overcrowding and discomfort due to the unsuitable furnitures. Also, the environment is noisy caused by the students who are not following the basic library etiquette, and the external noise from an open door further disrupts the spaces. Additionally, the library system is also outdated with a complex process of viewing books, and only one computer provided for logging system causing delays for the students. The resources is also inadequate with the outdated books and insufficient for specific materials, and only computer available for the loggings and cannot be used for the researching of online databases. And lastly, the machines, the persistent failure to promptly address the defective air conditioning hinders the student from utilizing the library.
The fishbowl diagram illustrates the root causes affecting the operational efficiency of UTM Henry C. Campus Library. It categorizes issues into four main areas, which are the machines, manpower, materials, and method. These interconnected challenges within each area collectively impacts the overall operational function of the library.
So, good day everyone. I am AC Campos and I will be presenting the proposed improvement. This presentation aims to highlight the challenges identified observation and interviews regarding the library setup. Our improvement proposal will be divided into two parts. I will start by presenting the existing layout of the UBM Annex Library, followed by Rosaline Palasa, who will be then discussing the proposed layout. Finally, we will discuss together the proposed solution. So based on our observations and interviews, the UBM Annex Library is not conducive to learning. As shown in Figure 1, the existing UBM Annex Library layout, there is a 17.62 meters in length, and there are a lot of unused spaces here. In Figure 2, lack of books and burnout materials in the library. This discourages students from borrowing books, fearing that they might cause further damage and being held accountable for it. In Figure 3, library's poor layout and space utilization. It shows here that there are a lot of chairs stacked up with no corresponding tables. And in here, the tables were placed closely together, reducing the library's capacity to accommodate more students. And lastly, open doorway leads to unwanted noise. We all know that an open doorway is susceptible to noise, especially in the hallway, that there are a lot of students passing by, including testing students.
Good day everyone, I'm Rosaline Palasa and I will present the proposed layout of Annex. So this is our proposed layout. The current library floor plan is underutilized space which limits the availability of studies, areas, and services. Our proposed design adds distinct arranging tables, vertically adding 5 more tables, and creating another record between individual and group areas. This improved layout enhance comfort, accessibility, and freedom of movement, fostering focus and productivity. Additionally, 3 computers are strategically placed in a corner to minimize distraction while ensuring easy access to digital tools for research projects and collaboration. Our goals and objectives are: first is enhance the library operational efficiency by maximizing space usage. The second is increase the number of study tables to allow more students to space. The third is ensure that the library remains clean and functional. Our scope of limitation, improvement proposal will target the UTM Annex Library specific rearrangement of table, chairs, placement of air conditioner, library place, and moreover the upgrade include the additional book chairs and tables. Our improvement proposal, one of our library issue is first, lack of expertise in library personnel. Our proposed solution is seek library management experts to train librarians to cataloging, research, accessibility, and overall management. The second is explore pre-local training from nearby university or library association. And last is Universidad de Manila should invest reliable training programs to enhance staff skills, research assistance, and ensuring high-quality library services. The second library issue is challenges in design environment system. Our proposed solution is transfer relevant academic book of College Business Administration from UTM campus to Annex Library. Add and staff tables to other staff tables, lowering the height to match the shares to greater comfort.
during extended use. They organize table, bookshelf, and the place of reference to optimize library, to optimize available space. And the last one is replace calendar warnings and signs with a single clear library displaying library tools with a better visibility and organization.
Our proposed solution for library system is that the ICTO should create a QR-based app for easy access and integrating a digital catalog for easy viewing of books. However, library cards would still be required if you are evaluated. Our proposed solution in limited library resources is that the librarian should conduct a needs assessment by consulting students and faculty members on materials that they need to identify what they need or what they are lacking. And for computer allocation, the administration of the UDM Annex should request reallocation of functional computers from UDM main to UDM Annex. And establishing a maintenance plan, there should be a regular maintenance for all air conditioning units, including cleaning, filter replacement, and performance checks. And any defective units of aircons, it should be inspected and repaired by a certified technician.
Good day, everyone. I'm Kimberly Marks, and now let's go down to the top. So the training program for librarian costs 3,000 per cell phone, while the transferring of books and materials costs 845 pesos. New tables and restructuring cost 22,056.49, and the library signage costs 600 pesos. And while the upper delegate system was free to use according to IT students. A set of 10 to 15 books related to College of Business Administration or CBA courses cost 20,000 pesos, and air condition repair cost 35,000 pesos per unit. So overall, the budget amounted to 184,562.98. So overall, the budget prioritizes the staff development and infrastructure improvement. So by implementing this budget, we aim to create a more functional, efficient, and more inviting library space for the students.
So, good day, I'm Sirin Vega Domingo, and I'll be discussing the benefits of the proposed solution. So, under manpower, the first benefit focuses on manpower, specifically to improve the skills and expertise of the librarians. So, by offering training programs such as library management and research assistance, the library's day-to-day operation will run smoothly because the librarians will be able to assist the students quickly and effectively. Moreover, partnerships with other institutions can provide training programs promoting future collaborations. So, under methods, improving the use of space or furniture, it can directly benefit the students. So, transferring academic-related books from the main library to the annex library, the students can gain access to a comprehensive collection of the books that they need, and moreover, reorganizing and reconstructing the furniture of the library can reduce the overcrowding and accommodate more students. Next is with clear and visible signs signage to the library, the students can understand and follow the rules inside the library, making the library more organized. And then, the base logging system can improve the library's efficiency because it can speed up the check-in process, and it allows students to browse the books and check if it is available that they can easier to find the resources. So next is the proposed solution to the library's materials. So it can ensure access to the most updated resources and research resources that the student and faculty needs. Through this, the student and faculty can enhance their academic performance and teaching effectiveness. So, moreover, the needs assessment can ensure that the resources can meet the student and faculty needs. Next is the computer request. So, by requesting computers to the main library, for the library here in the annex, the student can gain access to internet resources and they can complete their tasks efficiently. So lastly, implementing a regular maintenance for the equipment such as air conditioner can make the library more comfortable for studying for the students, regardless of the weather and also the long hours of stay in the library. So with the proper maintenance of the machines inside the library, it can reduce the need for expensive repairs and extend the lifespan of the equipment. And then with the help of the certified technician, it can ensure that they can resolve the issue in the library efficiently without affecting the library's operation and the comfortability of its users.
Good day, I'm Dennis Serrada, and I'm discussing the cost analysis benefits, the budget overview for the allocated of 3,723 students and allocated number of students for 1,250 pesos. As assigned for the student, this result is the total allocated budget of 4,466,400,000, calculated as 3,722 times 1,200. Next is cost of the improvements. This is the breakdown expenses and total cost of the improvements. This is the detail including expenses like equipment, upgrading facilities, and maintenance and other improvements initiatives that mentioned in the total cost amounted to 184,562 pesos and 98 centavos. Next is the cost per student. This is the total of cost of improvements was the 184,562 centavos. After a student is holding of 49 pesos and 58 centavos, the remaining budget per student is 1,150 and 45 centavos. Next is budget utilization. This is the showcase of the budget efficiency. That the 4,466,400 pesos to the total cost of improvements by 184,562 and 99 centavos. The budget surplus after the improvement is now 4,281,000 837 centavos. Next is
Good day everyone, my name is Joshua Ronald Diaz. Today, I'll be presenting the proposed quality improvement plan for the Universidad de Manila Annex Library. This plan outlines our vision to enhance the library functionality and create a better learning environment for students and faculty. Implementation phase. Our plan consists of 5 key phases. Planning. First is planning and assessment. Second is analysis. And the third is design improvement plan. And the fourth is implementation. And lastly, support and maintenance. These phases are designed to follow a logical sequence, ensuring a smooth transition from planning to execution. Next. First implementation plan, planning and assessment. In the planning and assessment phase, we aim to collaborate with key stakeholders. Meetings will be conducted with administrators, maintenance staff, and librarians to gather relevant data on the library's current state and user needs. This is scheduled is week 1 of the January. The next one is analysis phase. Analysis phase is we will evaluate the library's existing systems and layout, identifying the specific challenges and propose potential solutions. This phase is planned for weeks 3 and 4, weeks 3 to 4 of January. And the next is the design improvement plan phase. In this phase, we will develop actionable solutions, including a new library layout, a modernized library system, and a comprehensive maintenance plan. We also plan to seek training for providers for library staff. This is scheduled for weeks 1 to 3 of February. And the fourth is implementation phase. The implementation phase, we will focus on executing the proposed improvements. This includes arranging the new library layout, repairing and air conditioning units, system configuration, and staff training. Monitoring will also take place to ensure everything is on track. These activities are planned for week 4 of February. And lastly, support and maintenance phase. Support and maintenance phase will ensure the long-term success of the project. We will collect feedback, address arising issues, and conduct a regular system checks. This phase will be ongoing after the implementation. That's all. Thank you.
next is the conclusion. This is the cost efficiency each student share of the project cost was now only 49 pesos and 15 centavos, which is significantly lower than the total budget of 1,200 pesos. This means that over 95% of the budget remains unused, showing this excellent financial efficiency. Permanent improvements, the project focuses on lasting upgrades such as better library facilities, improved comfort for the students, and enhancement to the library management system. These changes are sustainable and will benefit the user in the long term. This project is divided successfully because it delivers meaningful outcomes at a minimal cost, leaving resources available for the future initiatives. This project achieved its goals while economical and sustainable. Thank you.